Hey guys, Dave Frederick with Leaders Book Summaries with this week's Leaders Tip. If you're in leadership for any length of time, you'll soon discover how important trust is. Trust is a precious commodity for any leader. If you're trusted, you will get more done, you'll get it done faster, and you'll have a bigger impact on the people that you're working with. You'll also have more fun doing the work. The challenge is that trust cannot be demanded. You can't require people to trust you. You have to earn it. Henry Cloud, in his book Integrity, identified 4 different ways that you can build trust with the people in your organization or on your team. The first one he called connecting. And connecting is about understanding people's hearts. It means validating how they feel. It doesn't mean you agree with them on everything, but it means that you understand them and they feel understood. They feel like you're listening to them and that you get them. And when that happens, they will trust you more. The second way he identified is called extending favor. And extending favor is about going beyond just what's fair, going beyond the minimum, and looking out for other people's interests as much or more than you look out for your own. Now, here's an example of that. I heard a while back about a CEO who wanted to provide health care benefits for his employees. And he set aside a budget, a certain amount of money, he set it aside for that purpose. But when they did the research, they found they were able to provide all the benefits they wanted much cheaper than they expected, which meant they had this whole big amount of money left in the budget. Now, he could have done anything with that money. He could have just left it as company profit and probably gotten himself a nice bonus in the meantime for saving that much money. But he approached it differently. He said, you know what, I've already allocated this money from our employees, so I'm just going to give it to them in a different form. And I don't remember if he gave bonuses or made a contribution to the retirement plans, but he was looking out for their interests, not just for his own. And I'll bet that you can imagine how they felt when they heard about that. Their trust for that CEO went up because he was looking out for them and not just himself. The third one is about learning to become vulnerable. Leaders want to follow, people want to follow leaders who are competent, who know where they were going, but they also want to follow leaders who are warm and who they can relate to. Learning how to share your struggles or some of the obstacles you faced is really important for establishing that kind of trust, that kind of sense of understanding. And when people know that you're like them and can relate to the things that they've gone through, their trust for you will also increase. And the final one is about facing reality. When you're a leader, there'll be times when you have to deliver bad news. How you deliver that makes a huge difference. If you try and sugarcoat it or spin it or make bad news not so bad, people will see through that very quickly. But if you can come with the unvarnished truth and say, this is where things are, this is how we got here, this is what we're going to do about it, and you don't try and spin it or sugarcoat it or anything like that, people will trust you more. People trust people who tell the truth when it would be easy not to. So listen, if you'll develop those 4 skills, learning to connect with people, extending favor, being vulnerable, and facing reality, you will develop trust. People will trust you more not because you demanded it, but because you earned it.